So, Michael, you're coming to Halifax once again.
Right.
So it's been like 2019, and the Foreigner's coming back October 24th, Scotiabank Centre. So you guys got a surprise coming. You guys got a Canadian singer. Um,
Oh, yes. Right, right.
that would be the surprise for our Nova Scotians to hear. So tell me a little bit of what we get to see here for a Foreigner this coming 2025 tour.
Right. So you were saying the surprise of the singer Geordie Brown, who he's I think he's from the area, right? From Halifax.
That's a Dartmouth, I do believe.
Yes, and so there was a run of the musical Juke Box Hero, which was and I know I think it was done in the Halifax area or maybe Toronto. Anyway, there was a run for the musical. I don't know if you're aware of that, but and it now the musical is being retooled in New York, and Adam Pascal, who was the lead in Rent, the Broadway musical Rent, is retooling the musical, and I believe it's tentatively called Feels Like the First Time now, the name of the musical. So anyway, but Geordie was involved in the first incarnation of the musical, and and it's going to be featured, as you mentioned, when we come through on this Canadian tour. He'll be a guest singer on a few songs.
That's cool. And it's like that. You guys keeping super busy. It's like tours just keep on coming, and
Yeah.
it's like right now you're in the United States, and like in a few days, I presume you're going to be reaching Canada to start, Newfoundland.
Right. So we have, I believe it's 3 weeks that we'll be in Canada, and it starts. We still have to finish up. We're in Oklahoma in the States today. We have a couple gigs here. Then we're heading to New Jersey, Atlantic City, finishing up the tour there. And then I believe it's really only just a week of break or so before we hit the tour in Canada. So yeah, it's busy, busy time of year. We're kind of hitting it fairly hard until we wrap up in early December with some the Foreigner 4 feature, where we'll actually be doing the full album Foreigner 4. We have 8 shows in early December, first half of December, and original singer Lou Graham will be joining us for those.
Awesome. Like people love Lou Graham. He has certain voice and certain style, that only been delivered, back once. Never been duplicated.
Yes,
In a sense, you know, he's.
definitely. Classic legendary voice for sure.
So let's say with Foreigner, how busy you guys are in a year. It's like you just start, take a little break, and just keep them plowing through the years. Just never stops.
Yeah, we'll generally do anywhere between 90 to 100 shows, sometimes a little more in a year. So it's just a good amount of time on the road for sure. But they make sure we get home for breaks for the family as well. We're not always on the road. That we wouldn't be able to keep that up. So yeah, the breaks are important. And as we get older, more and more, we got to kind of plan these towards sensibly so that we don't burn out too much.
So, Michael, also being on the road compared to being, at home, you keep busy, do some interviews, um, post or pre-show rituals and stuff, to keep healthy, because the show must go on for the next day and week. I mean, you got to keep a healthy lifestyle a certain way, I guess, because you can't just do anything you want on the road. It's like you got to be really focused in a sense.
It's true. And again, especially as you get older, maybe when you're in your 20s and 30s, you can kind of get away with certain things a little more as far as, maybe drinking more or like not being as sensible about your food choices. But as you get older, it just that becomes less sustainable. So definitely what you said is true. Have to be healthy, I find it really important to get out and do some exercise, try to eat well. I meditate, at least once a day. Um, all those things, stretching, getting plenty of sleep. These things are all important.
once on the road, also, it's like it just it starts to be in a blur, let's say, because sometimes you know where you are, and because it's always same hotel, and different bus or always on the flight. Like, how does that take your life?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it is sometimes it gets harder to remember places. There is the blur factor. You get into another casino and it's like, have we been here before? I'm not even sure. The things start to blur together. Different cities, different hotels, different casinos, different venues. It definitely, taking pictures can help sometimes.
Yeah.
Or actually, I find like getting out and walking around will help kind of reinforce a little bit of the experience of actually remembering where you are. But then sometimes you just don't have time. You're just in and out. You're in a hotel, you're getting some sleep and showing up for the gig, doing the gig, and then you're out of there. So, it just depends. We happen to have a day off today, which is good. So, I'm just kind of regrouping here and gonna do some music in the room, set up the studio, and get cracking on some of that stuff. But hopefully, get out for a walk, get to the gym. So yeah, it's a challenge, but got to stay healthy, like you said.
Like for a show you guys doing October 24th in Halifax, who's going to be on stage with you guys this time around?
Okay, so yeah, it's our core unit of Jeff Pilson on bass, Bruce Watson on guitar, Chris Frazier on drums. Luis Maldonado will be our frontman singing. He's taking over for vocals. Kelly Hansen is finishing up his duties as lead singer. He's been the lead singer for 20 years now with the band, and his two last shows will be in Atlantic City. And then in Canada, Luis will be our lead singer. So, and then we have a new gentleman joining us, John Roth, who will be the new rhythm guitarist. Uh, he's going to be and background vocalist, and he was with Kip Winger and Jefferson Starship for a long time, and he's going to be joining us full time. Starting, actually, we'll be rehearsing with him in Atlantic City, and then his first gigs with us will be in Canada.
Cool. How long you been with the group now? Like late 90s?
Oh no, not quite that long. 2008, so 18 years for me.
Okay.
17 going on 18 years.
Do you find that time passed quick, since you joined the group? I mean, I just gave you like another 10 years onto it, but it's like,
Yeah, it's yes and no. I mean, I do sometimes lately, last few years, I feel like they've been flying by, but it feels like it's been a while. 2008, like there've been just a lot of changes, and myself and with it members of the band in that time, a lot of things have happened. A lot of like you mentioned, a lot of places that we've been, some personnel changes in the band. So yeah, it's kind of simultaneously flown by, but also feels like it's been a while too.
Michael, let's say like for equipment and stuff, how much do you dedicate time yourself to, preparing your equipment on stage yourself?
Well, I do have a tech, a keyboard tech that sets up all my stuff and makes sure it's working great for me. So generally speaking, I don't have to. I've already done the programming work on it, and the stuff works and it's ready to go.
Okay.
That being said, I do have a new keyboard that was shipped to this casino here that I will be bringing up to the room and starting to play with. So I'm going to be integrating a new synthesizer into the rig. So sometimes when you integrate some new gear, there's some preparation,
Yeah.
programming, and technical work that's required. So I will be doing some of that here while we're at the casino here.
Cool. And it's like that. I wish you well in this tour because I mean, I can't wait to see Foreigner again in Halifax. It's gonna be awesome. It's like people love you guys.
Yeah, man, we're looking forward to it too. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. It won't be too cold yet. I'm hoping in October. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Well, you'll have an excellent tour and talk to you later, man. You have a good one.
Okay. All right, Jason. Take care, man.
All
Bye
right.
bye.